Good evening. I'm Chanel, Vehicle Title Expert. Thank y'all so much for tuning in, and thank you in advance for subscribing. So tonight I will talk about the reasons why there's an odometer error on your auto title. And I will talk about these reasons in details and if there is any recourse available to getting that odometer reading corrected on your title, I will share that as well. Okay. So the first reason why there's an odometer error on your title is due to clerical error. So maybe the DMV clerk mistook one or more of the digits in the odometer reading from your title or paperwork and keyed it as something else. So when that title printed out, of course, you have the wrong odometer reading. Now, this particular incident or mistake is very easy to fix, okay, because the DMV made a mistake. So anytime the DMV makes a mistake, they will fix it, okay? The thing about it though is you want to ask the DMV clerk, okay? Ask them to retrieve their copies. The DMV will not correct mistakes based off of what you told them. So you will want to go to the DMV with the title that you have, but also tell them to pull the copies of the transaction that you submitted, okay? You want to see that, and they're going to pull those copies and compare that to the title that you have. And when they see that error, they will fix the odometer reading in their system. They will also provide you with a new title, and they shouldn't charge you for that title because it was their mistake. Okay. Now, let me go further. When it comes to the DMV correcting their mistakes, be very mindful that it's only going to be the state that made the error. Okay, so let me give you guys an example. Let's say you got your vehicle title in Virginia, okay, and the Virginia DMV clerk made a mistake on your odometer reading, but you're moving to New Jersey. You want to get your vehicle title in New Jersey. You go there, and the New Jersey DMV advises you they cannot fix that odometer reading. Okay, they're not going to fix it. Why? Because it's not their mistake. It was not on their end. So they're going to tell you to go back to New Jersey, back to Virginia, or wherever state you came from that had that mistake made. You have to go back to that state and get the title fixed with that state in question. Once you do, then you can go to New Jersey, get the vehicle title, be on your way. Okay, so I just wanted to give you guys that little extra, cushion there, because some of you will probably say, well, Chanel, this happened to me. I went to this state and they told me they couldn't do it. I had to go back to the other state. That is correct. So I want you to be aware of that. In the event you have an odometer reading, make sure you take care of that business in the state that made the mistake first before you proceed to the next state, because you will get rejected. Okay. The second reason why there's an odometer error on your title is due to the seller putting the odometer error on the title work or that title supporting documentation. They wrote down the wrong odometer reading. Okay, so with that being said, it's going to cause the odometer reading to be wrong, and the DMV sometimes don't catch that. Now, when you're auditing title work, you are supposed to be mindful of the odometer error in question. If there's any rollbacks, any discrepancies, the clerk is supposed to catch it. But nevertheless, the seller wrote the wrong thing on that paperwork, so the DMV clerk may not catch it. Okay. Now, with this particular scenario, it is not an easy fix. And sometimes, unfortunately, the likelihood of you getting this odometer reading corrected in this example is going to be very slim. Okay. And sometimes the DMV, they're going to want service records, a title history and things of this nature. And I can go on and on before or if they decide to change this. And again, the chances here are very slim. Okay. And what they may offer you at the DMV is to just go with having the odometer reading as not actual, which will be bad news for you, because anytime the odometer reading on a title says not actual, it really decreases the value of the vehicle. Okay. And lastly, okay, this one here is a very common problem. Okay, so in the event you do an estimate or a guesstimate of the odometer reading, because maybe the vehicle is not near you, you're not by the vehicle, so you can't just run out and see what the actual odometer reading is. You just do a guesstimate. Sometimes that can come back to bite you. And this type of example is due to you making a mistake. Okay, so you really want to take your time and not just provide, what you believe the odometer reading is or guessing what the odometer reading is. You want to provide the actual odometer reading so that you can give this information to the DMV. Okay. And in this type of example here, the likelihood of you getting this mistake fixed is going to be very slim. Okay. So the DMV also may ask for service records, prior, vehicle history or title records, things of this nature, Carfax reports. They may accept it. It really depends. Okay. And they may want many years of these records, and the data of the odometer reading must be consistent. Okay. So also in this case, they may tell you, no, nothing can be done, and just advise you that you can only get the odometer reading branded as not actual. Okay. So be very mindful. Take your time when you are providing the odometer reading. You're getting that vehicle title and your name for the first time. You don't want to do any guesstimates or estimates. You want to provide the actual mileage. Okay. So if you guys have any questions about this segment, or you want to share your experience or your feedback, feel free to drop me a line below or visit me at wisdomandauthority.com. Thank you so much for tuning in this evening. Please click share and subscribe. I hope to hear from you soon. Thank you.